What's up, guys? It's Jeff here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself today. This is take 3, I think. This is my 3rd try, 4 maybe. I don't know. I've had a lot of mess ups, so I got a little cheat sheet here now. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Don't mind the music, just a little background, just for fun, whatever. Alright, so I'm Jeff, like I said. I live in Minnesota, USA, if you didn't know that. Look it up on the map, it's there. I love baseball. Baseball is my life. I am a catcher, I'm a pitcher, and I like shortstop and anything in the infield really. When I'm not playing baseball, I'm playing basketball in the winter. I'm on a team for that. I do like playing like street football and soccer and stuff. I don't play on teams, but if I can play them, I play them. I come from a big family. I come from a family of 13. I currently have 11 nieces and nephews, and 7 of my older siblings are married, so they're, including my parents, there are 33 of us. You can do the math, there are 33. So what else? Awesome, we're already on to the main subject. Some of you might be looking at the title and being like, what the heck is cystic fibrosis? Well, that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Cystic fibrosis, or CF, is a genetic, life-threatening disease that I, along with millions of others in the world, are cursed with. My older sister actually has it too. It's a life-threatening genetic disease, if I haven't said that. It acts like asthma. It's a little worse than asthma. Sorry guys who have asthma. I feel for you. So what it is it builds a lot of mucus in the lungs and the pancreas. And I'll be touching myself a lot because lungs and pancreas, I don't know, I have a bad habit of it. And so it makes it harder for me to breathe. I'm running up and down the basketball court, running around the bases. It takes a little bit for me to catch my breath, and so it's hard, but I like it, playing baseball, basketball, or not CF. I don't like CF. It affects the pancreas because I'm really skinny. I'm underweight for my age, and so actually, in order for me to gain weight, I have this thing called a feeding tube. I don't know if you can see that. That's a feeding tube. It opens up, and then at night, I just hook up this little extension, and then that hooks up to a machine. It's right there. Yeah. And through the night while I'm sleeping, it'll pump nutrients and proteinish kind of stuff into my body so I can gain weight. I can't gain weight by myself though. I need the help of extra enzymes because that's part of it. My enzymes in my body don't work properly. So I take enzyme pills when I eat and stuff, But works like a good maraca too, so I can eat them, I can shake them, whatever. Actually I swallow them, I don't eat them. But yeah, so I take those before I eat so I can process the food properly and gain weight, hopefully. Where am I? Okay, it's hard to breathe. Life expectancy. The normal life expectancy for a person in America is about 78 or 88. I think it's 88. I'm not sure, but it's 70 to 80. Let's say that. Life expectancy for someone with CF like me. The phone's ringing. Someone like me, a life expectancy is 40 years. 40 years old, I will maybe be able to make it to see 40 years. But that's a lot better. The CF life expectancy has increased a lot over the years. 15, 20 years ago, life expectancy was only about 7. I mean, you were lucky if you graduated kindergarten. That's a scary thought to think about. If I was 15 years younger, then I would be dead. Because I wouldn't have made it past that. So yeah, I'm really happy for that. Technological advances. Can't get my words out today. So if you have a disease, if you have one, you'll know you have a lot of doctor appointments. If you don't have a disease, you might have to go for a check-in. I honestly, I don't know. Once a year, twice a year, once every 2 years. I don't know how often you guys go in. I go in about Well, if it's a good year, if I'm healthy every time I go in, which I'm not, obviously I'm not going to be healthy, but I'd go in about 12 times, maybe a little less, 9 to 12 times a year. Because I also have this cystic fibrosis related diabetes. So it's not as serious as regular, type 1, type 2 diabetes, but it is a type of diabetes. So I have 2 different doctors. I usually schedule them for 2 different days, can't really coincide them. So I'll go in for diabetes every 6 months, so I go in twice for diabetes. I might go in every 3 months. Okay, so let's say every 3 months. Okay, I go 4 times for diabetes, and it's good that if I go in every 2 months for CF. So that's 6 plus 4 is 10. But lately I've been going in almost every month for CF, so that's 16. And if I'm really sick, but I don't get in the hospital, then I'll go in, every 2 weeks. So I go at most 20 times a year. That's not exaggerating either, honestly. Hospital, I mentioned that. If I'm really sick, which I am sometimes, I have to be put in the hospital. I was put a lot, through my elementary school years. First grade, kindergarten, first grade through 3rd grade. I know the last hospitalization was 3rd grade because my whole class made me this really cool scroll because we were studying like Greek or something. So they, they had the scrolls, and so they made this really cool scroll of get well cards, and that really made me like happy again. But so I know that was last time, and then 2 years ago I went in again, so that was 4 years, and then I went in, so I went in 3rd grade, and then 4 years later in 4th or 7th grade I went in, and then that summer I went in, so I went in a year ago. So most recent time was a year ago I went in, so kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, not recently, not twice in a year. That's pretty good, I guess. My sister's in right now. So whenever I go in, I have to get an IV. We call it, there's a special kind of IV people with CF get. It's called the PICC line, P-I-C-C line. So it just hooks up right to your heart. It goes directly to your heart through your arm, and just feeds you antibiotics. And usually I have to have a home IV. So I get out of the hospital, 2 weeks stay in the hospital, give or take. And then I have to be on home IVs for about another 2 to 3 weeks. So that takes me out of any activities I'm in. Swimming, if it's in the summer, or baseball, if it's in the summer, basketball. I can't do anything with my arm pretty much, lift heavy things. No, I can write. So that's pretty fun, I guess. It's a pretty cool hospital though. I mean, they just renovated. It's awesome. So that's good. With diseases, so of course there is going to be a lot of fundraising. There's this annual thing in Minneapolis they do. It's called Climb for a Cure. It's in the IDS Tower if you live in this area. It's in every February. I think it's the 1st or 2nd weekend of February. If you're interested. A couple years ago, actually when I was in the hospital in 7th grade, 2 years ago, it was overlapping the Climb for a Cure, so I couldn't do it, but my family made a shirt. We've been planning it for a couple years, but we finally made the shirt. It says, if you can't read it, it says, Anna and Jeph are fighting CF. And it says, Climb for a Cure 2011. These are supposed to be stairs. Purple is actually the color of CF, so that's why the shirts are purple. So, go purple ribbon. Domestic violence, CF, it's a good color. Cheat sheet. So yeah, I always look for donations for that, I have to have $50 to actually climb, and I have to have, and if you get extra money, you get extra prizes along the way. If you'd like to donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, that would be really awesome. I would love you forever. If you don't want me to love you forever, I wouldn't. I mean, go ahead and donate still, though. You can go to cff.org. I'm pretty sure it's .org. I will put the official link in the description. So, I mean, if I made a mistake just now, it will be in the description. You can donate a penny, you can donate $100, you can donate $1. Anything helps, you know, just to find the cure to CF. You know, us CFers, we like to say, one day we want to see CF not stand for cystic fibrosis, but for cure found. Thanks for watching. Please spread this message if you can. Thank you.